Okay, I wanted to show you when you film a series that you are in the middle of, this is what you end up with. Now I need to put all of these back. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about all the book series that I'm in the middle of, and they are a lot. I didn't know that I was in the middle of this many series. So let's just get started because I have a lot of books to talk about. I'm not going to talk about each book in detail because it will take a long time because I have a lot of books, but I will just give you a little glimpse of that series and what's about. The first series that I'm in the middle of is Once Upon a Broken Heart. I didn't read the third book yet. I don't know when this video will come out, but in the time of filming it, the third book did not come out yet, so I didn't get to it. So I'm in the middle of Once Upon a Broken Heart. This does not need an introduction. It's a YA fantasy. Magical, we love it so much. It's very popular, so I'm not going to talk about it a lot. The second is on my Kindle. I am reading The Crowns of Neaia by Carissa Broadbent. I read The Serpent and the Wings of Night and The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King, I believe, the second book. And I also read the novellas, Six Scorched Roses. And yeah, Carissa Broadbent is one of my favorite fantasy romance authors. I read the War of Lost Hearts series last year and I loved it. I fell head over heels for it. And I love her. She writes the best fantasy romances ever, and I will definitely be reading every single book she published. So yeah, Crowns of Neaia. The next book, the same thing, Olivia Rose Darling. I'm going to read every single book she writes. This is Fear the Flames. It's a new adult fantasy. This book is a masterpiece. I don't even know where to start or what to say. Reluctant allies to lovers, and we have found family at its best. Loved every single page and hope we get to see the sequel very soon. If you loved Fourth Wing, definitely give this a try. It's top notch, up there with Fourth Wing. Yeah, definitely going to continue on with this series, absolutely. Next up is Finley Donovan. I read all 3 books by now, paired them with the audio. Love it. Love it. It's a cozy thriller mystery. The banter is hilarious. If you want to have a great time, you need this. I'm waiting impatiently for Finley Donovan Rolls the Dice, which is the 4th book. It's coming next year in March 2024. Definitely going to continue on with this series. Next series is A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. This was just pure fun. It's pure fun. The next book coming out this November, it's called A Demon's Guide to Wooing a Witch, and I really want to pick that up too, because you just have a great time reading these books. It's as simple as that. The next series I'm in the middle of is the Folk of the Air series. The Stolen Heir is technically a duology. This and the next book coming out at the beginning of next year, it's called The Prisoner's Throne. These are technically a duology, but you cannot read these without reading the Folk of the Air series. You have to have, in my opinion, you have to have that background and that attachment to these characters before you go into this, so you get the full experience. So yeah, I consider them as a series. In my head, it's a series that I'm in the middle of. So yeah. The next one is Crescent City. We have the next book, the most anticipated release of next year, the star of 2024, is the next Crescent City installment. And of course, I'm going to pick it up. I mean, we know it. Everyone's going to pick that book up. So Crescent City, and also the next Akatar. I don't know when this will come, but Sarah J. Maas recently said that she's working on it. So the next one would be Crescent City, and after that we will get the 6th book in the Akatar series, and I cannot wait. Okay, I'm also in the middle of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. I read and listened to the first book. It was amazing. The audiobook is top notch, excellent with all the audio effects and the voice acting. Excellent. It's so binge worthy, and I'm going to definitely continue on with that series. I loved it. Next up is Shadows of the Tenebrous series. what can I say? Oh my god, this is my new obsession. This is my new obsession. Bastian and Kat are my new obsession, and I cannot wait for the next book. It's coming out in the beginning of this October, and yeah, love it, love it. And we are all, of course, in the middle of Belladonna. It's a YA gothic romance, and I cannot wait to see more of Death and Siga. That's it. That's it. Next, I am in the middle of Legendborn. The Legendborn, I think it's going to be a trilogy. This is just an epic YA fantasy, a reimagining of King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. And when I say this, it's only scratching the surface. This has so many layers, and I cannot believe this is a YA series. Definitely going to pick the next book up. Next up is Flesh and False Gods series, the first book being Immortal Longings, and this is the debut adult fantasy of Chloe Gong. It is a retelling of Anthony and Cleopatra, and this book was one hell of a ride for me. It is so binge-worthy. The plot just moves forward so fast. I loved it. I finished it, I think, in 3 settings, something like that, and I'm waiting impatiently for book 2. So yeah, this is another series. Okay, I think this is technically going to be a duology, but I thought, I don't know, I'm not sure. I will just include it. Called the Letters of Enchantment series. The first book is Divine Rivals. We all, I think, read it, love it. The writing is amazing. It's a historical fiction romance, and we'll definitely pick up the next one. It's called Ruthless Vows and will come out this December. Okay, next up, I'm in the middle of Magnolia Parks Universe. What can I say? Oh my god, these are the best contemporary romance books that I ever read in my whole entire life. This will just break your heart into 1 million pieces and then put it together again and then break it again. And I love these characters to death. Definitely going to continue on with the series, even if it's 10 books. I don't care. I love this so much. So the next series I am in the middle of is called The Shades of Magic by V.E. Schwab. The first book being A Darker Shade of Magic. This is a very well-known, well-loved series. And the 4th book is coming out this November. It's called The Fragile Threads of Power. Definitely going to pick it up. I cannot wait to meet Kel and Lila again, and Alucard and Rye, everyone. I miss them so much, and I love V.E. Schwab's writing. This is so good. So another series that I'm in the middle of, it is called the Witch Walker series by Sharissa Weeks. The first book being The Witch Collector. This is a new adult fantasy romance. I was so surprised by how rich the world building was with the history and the gods. The magic system here is so unique, and the romance was just the cherry on top. Definitely will be picking up the next book. We have already City of Ruin, which is the next installment out, and we have also a novella called The Wolf and the Witch. And the 3rd book is coming out soon in November. It's called Kingdom of the Forgotten, and I really want to get to those books before the 3rd book releases. This is a really good series. Yeah, Witch Collector. Next up, in the pool with everyone else in this world, reading Fourth Wing. The Imperials series, definitely going to continue on. I think she said this will be a 5-book series, and of course we are going to read them all. Next one coming out this November. And yeah, what can I say? Excellent story. Okay, next up, I'm in the middle of Nevermore. I love this so much. I read The Trials. This is the first book. It's The Trials of Morgan Crow. It's just, what can I say? Show-stopping, spectacular, jaw-dropping, totally unique, never done before. This is a strong middle grade that will make you warm and fuzzy on the inside. It will make you laugh out loud. If you want to have a good time, pick this up. Just pick it up. Next up, I'm in the middle of City of Nightmares by Rebecca Schaeffer. This is a YA fantasy. There is a bit of romance, but like the nightmares are the main thing in this book, and it's so good. I was so surprised by this book, and I will definitely be picking up the next one, which is called Cage of Dreams. I was just so impressed with how entertaining the story was. It was very dark and yet extremely funny, and the world was so unique, with a huge Gotham vibe. Loved it. Definitely going to continue on. Next up, I'm in the middle of Song of the Last Kingdom series, the first installment being Song of Silver Flame Like Night. First, it's up in your face, right? The cover of this book is a masterpiece in itself. Look at this edition of Illumicrate. And not only Illumicrate, every edition, even the standard ones, the UK and the US editions are so gorgeous, so beautiful. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I just want to show you this book. How beautiful is this? Yeah, this is metal magic, chi magic, and demon gods, okay? What more could you ask for? Absolutely amazing, and I cannot wait for the sequel. I also remember pairing this with the audiobook and I loved it so much. Yeah, so unique. Definitely going to continue on with this too. I am also in the middle of The Adventures of Amina ElSaafi by Shannon Chakraborty. I gave this 4.5 stars, and I'm telling you, if you are going to read this, get the audiobook. The narrator's voice acting was outstanding. Chef's kiss. Extremely enjoyable, very different and unique, and oh my god, how it was refreshing. This is a book that would transport you along with the character's journey in a very magical way. I loved Amina. She was a badass pirate and a lovable mother, and the found family aspect of the crew was so heartwarming. Definitely going to continue on with the series. Okay, the next series I am in the middle of is a manga series. It's called Witch Hat Atelier, and I only read volume 1 and 2 of this. And oh my god, oh my god, this story is so wholesome and magical, and the art is amazing. Panel after panel of mouth-dropping drawings, chef's kiss. Definitely going to binge all the books that are already out. I want to show you some panels. Look at how beautiful. It's just beautiful. It's just gorgeous. I am going to continue on with this, definitely. The next series that I am definitely going to continue, all of them I'm definitely going to continue on, is This Woven Kingdom. This is the second book, These Infinite Threads by Tahira Mafi. This is a YA fantasy. We are following Eliza. She works as a servant and she's the long lost heir of an ancient Jinn kingdom. And we follow her with Kamran, who is the crown prince. And oh my god, I love this so much. And I will not forget Silas, because Silas has my heart and everybody's heart. This is so different from any other fantasy, from the world building to the magic system to the smart, witty characters. This is just a gem of a series. I was so surprised the whole way reading this, in a very good way. You just cannot guess what was going to happen. The plot twists, you will not see them. Loved it so much, and I cannot wait to read the sequel. It's coming out, I think, January or February of next year. Definitely, highly recommend you read this. Okay, next up, this was a book that I received in the beginning of this year by Fairy Loot. This is called Spice Road by Maya Ibrahim, and I was so surprised when I read it. Like This Woven Kingdom, this was also so unique, so binge-worthy, loved it so much, and the magic system based on the tea, so unique, loved it. This copy is gorgeous, definitely going to continue on with the series. Look at the gorgeous character art. Look at that foiling. Oh my god. Look at this. Let me show you the book. Look at that. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous how beautiful this book is. And we've got him here too. I'm not going to say anything, just not, I don't want to spoil anything for the people who want to read this. This is a reverse dust jacket, and I highly, highly recommend you pick this up if you didn't. This is a very, very good book. And this is the first book in a trilogy. Yeah. The next book series that I'm in the middle of is the Four Horsemen series by Laura Thalassa. This is the first book, Pestilence. I only read this one. I really, really liked it. It's a paranormal, new adult romance. Very, very fast-paced and fun. I don't feel like I have the urge or I have that urgency to pick the next book because the books are not connected. But like if I find myself in the mood of something with spice, paranormal, I will definitely pick this up because this was so fun and so fast-paced. And this was my last series that I'm in the middle of. Finally, oh my god, these were a lot of books. If you made it this far, leave me the book stack emoji and tell me about the book series that you are currently reading right now. Please subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one. Bye!